Today, I'm here with Chellie Carlson, who is a transformational wardrobe stylist. This is such a powerful episode for any woman who wants to know how to dress for their highest selves. She shares her magnetic style method, different style codes and philosophies that she lives by, and she also shares a little bit about mold illness that she's been dealing with. Hey there, and welcome to the Cinnamon Effect podcast. I'm your host, Kimberly, and I'm thrilled to have you with me on this vibrant journey of discovery and growth. This podcast is your go-to space for embracing intention, where you'll find clarity on your unique path, deepen those meaningful connections, and unleash your creativity like never before. We'll explore how to build unshakable confidence and celebrate the beauty of gratitude, all while savoring the calm that consistency brings to our lives. Thank you for being with me. Let's sprinkle a little cinnamon into your day and make life sweeter, healthier, and more fulfilling. Chellie Carlson, welcome to the Cinnamon Effect.
Beyond thrilled to be here, Kimberly. Let's go.
We have to talk about, so you were first on the podcast on episode 25, very early on. It was April of 2024. I just looked. So I had reached out to you blindly on Instagram years ago. I'd been following you, loving all your content, loving who you are, what you show on there. And I had reached out. You said, yes, let's come on the podcast. So I listened back to it, of course, prior to doing this episode. And I was like, oh my God, what a great, we got into it. We got into a lot of things. And then you came here in Palm Beach and you did a private event yesterday in Palm Beach. No phones, no video, which I thought was I was like, oh my gosh, I would love to take a video
of you, Chellie. It was
the
most beautiful space I've ever been in my entire life.
Oh my God, it was beautiful.
And I can't share it with the world.
No, you can't show anybody.
No, it's sort of hurt my heart, but
I bet
a part of me, it's beautiful.
Yeah, I guess they just try to keep it private that way. There were some very interesting women that were there. Very, very cool. I was fangirling over a couple of them.
Yes. High profile women.
Yeah, no selfies were taken. Nothing was happening. And we had never met in person. So that was so fun that we made this connection years ago, finally meeting in person. Now we're doing a podcast. You're coming to my house tonight. Come on. This is
3 days in a row. How lucky am I? But I feel as though I've known you forever.
I know. It's so wild. But that is the power, I think, of connection, even, give some props to social media and how you connect with people that are just not in your sphere and you bring them into your sphere. And I love that. I'm obsessed with that.
It's so big.
It's so big.
So
yesterday, you're talking about your magnetic style method, these different style codes that you have. Yes. So I want you to talk about your process because it is very specific and it's amazing. And I want you to talk about how you transform these women.
Yeah. I would consider myself more of a healer than a stylist, and then also more of a coach than a stylist.
I love that.
So when someone onboards with me, they're agreeing to go on a personal development journey. We are going deep inward. And on the other side, they're going to come out with a completely new identity of how they want to show up and who they're becoming. And the work begins in the closet. Because style begins and ends in the closet. And we get to, no matter where the client is, I fly to the client with my team and we get to spend the day in their space, in their most vulnerable space, where all those skeletons are, where a lot of shame is held around past purchases that didn't work, sizes that no longer fit their bodies, past versions of themselves that they're just holding on to for dear life. And my job is to get information about them, who they are, being in their space, being in their energy, uncovering those limiting beliefs. And ladies, you all have them. And that's the number one thing that's holding us back. The beliefs around what we can and can't wear. About, Chellie, I can't show my legs. They're not good enough. Chellie, I can't show my arms. They're not good enough. And these are all lies that we've been told. The stories have been running the show for years. And so I understand what each woman is struggling with. And then ultimately my job in the healing work that I do is to really create this vision of who they're becoming. I'm styling that woman 3 to 5 years out. I put her in that wardrobe that represents the woman she's becoming. And when she puts those clothes on right now, she becomes her instantly. And that's the true magnetism. It's manifestation tool. It's so powerful when you put that outfit on that activates you. But a lot of women don't know what that is. And so my work is to create that look for them. And once they put it on, their nervous system is healed. They feel safe. They feel beautiful, and they can go live their best life. So this is deep, deep work. We go back to childhood. How did your mother teach you how to get dressed? That story is running the show still. And so I set women free to now dress as their next level self right now.
I've seen the transformations just through social media, and there's a woman that you've showed a couple of times. I think you know
Jen.
her.
Yeah. Jen is a dream.
Oh my gosh.
And she, my clients are running big businesses. They're living big lives. They don't have time to shop. It's overwhelming. And Jen was wearing a Taylor Swift t-shirt and Wrangler jeans to her law firm that she owned, running an 8-figure business, wearing that outfit.
We love Taylor Swift.
We love Taylor Swift, but come on. And Jen, after working with me, and Jen, she was single. She's a single mom, and she wanted to show up and meet an aligned partner, and she wanted to grow her business. And she's not going to do that wearing a Taylor Swift shirt and Wrangler jeans. So literally in less than 30 days, she walks in that office. She looks and feels like true alignment. I'm showing Jen who she is through her wardrobe and the opportunities. She started dating again for the first time. She feels just safe in her body. And that's like the power of style. So many women are overlooking it, and it can literally shift your frequency, raise your vibration. It's so powerful.
You know how you feel when you put on an outfit that just feels so good and it feels right, and you feel, whether it's the color or something about it, that you just feel like alive. And I think that doesn't really happen a lot, like on our own when we're trying to do this on our own. But
it doesn't often.
The glimpse, of it.
And I give that, and that's exactly what I give. I think most women today are struggling in the mornings with, you wake up, you work out. They're oftentimes keeping on those same Lululemons, the same jogger sets all day long. And that's basically carrying that frequency of, I'm fine, I look like every other woman, nothing that reflects who you really are and represents like your self-expression. It's neuroscience backed that if you put on in the morning an outfit that literally represents your higher self, it literally is proven to give you more focus, higher productivity. Ultimately, you're going to make more money. You're going to make better food choices, and you're going to have a better day because you're telling yourself, your mind, I'm here to work today. I'm here to be productive. And in the evening, you can drop down into your comfy cozies.
Yeah.
And you tell your body, it's time to relax. We're done working. But it's so powerful, ladies. If there's one thing you can take away from this, it's that act of self-love every day of putting on an outfit that makes you feel beautiful. And it's different for everyone. I'm not asking you to put on a power suit every day. I'm asking you to put on hard pants, potentially jeans or trousers that fit your body. If they fit well, you should be able to wear them all day long, in and out of the car, sitting all day, and they should feel comfortable in your body. And you put on a top, it could be a sweater or blouse or even a cool t-shirt, whatever. I'm not asking you to go all out, right? Right. And then do a little makeup. I really don't wear makeup. My makeup takes a minute and a half. That's it.
Wow. What are you putting on your face,
Yeah,
Chellie? I've got to know because your skin is amazing.
I focus on the skin. I do all the things for the skin. And so that my morning routine is a minute and a half because I put a little brow gel to lift the brows. I do concealer. I do a mineral sunscreen, kind of tinted sunscreen. And then I do a little Charlotte Tilbury little bronzer. That's it. And
you don't have any eye makeup on.
No, I don't wear eye makeup. I have dry eyes, so it bothers me. And I love just breaking the rules. And so for me, makeup is something, it's 2 minutes. My hair usually takes 5 minutes. I wash it once a week. That's it. And so I'm dressed and ready. My outfit's 5 minutes. I'm a 20-minute girl.
That's amazing.
That is it. And I feel so good every time again, every morning I get dressed. And this is something, I had a reel that went viral recently about the dress code that I set for my team. Many of you ladies out there have teams that are working under you. Ultimately, you're setting the standard for how they should be showing up. Whether you're a realtor and you have other realtors under you, ultimately, you're going to make more money the better you dress. I don't make the rules. I'm just here to help you do better and make better choices. But I had an employee that showed up in like sweatpants, joggers, didn't really do her hair, she kind of looked like she rolled out of bed. And I looked at her and I said, you're going to go home, you're going to get dressed for our top client, and you're going to come back to work today. And she did just that. And from that day forward, we've had an unspoken dress code. I'm bringing on 5 interns every season, and I have like 3 other assistants that work with me almost daily. Every day they show up, they're excited to get dressed. They know the power of it, and they're a representation of me and my brand. And so it's, again, I'm not asking them to go out and buy designer clothes. They could wear outfit repeat, the same outfit 3 days a week. I don't care. It's whatever's true for you, but putting that intention into the way you show up changes your day.
Talk about the outfit repeating, because you're a big advocate of this. And I think a lot of women think, oh, I'm going to use a stylist. I'm going to have to shell out a ton of money and buy all new things. And maybe you do in the beginning. Maybe you're buying things in the beginning, but then being able to repeat these outfits. And actually, when I saw you yesterday, I'm like, I know that. Like, I know that. I know the denim top because I'm wearing the denim top right now.
So good. Yes.
I'm wearing the Chellie denim top. So talk about the outfit repeating.
Yeah. Outfit repeating, I use it as a tool to build trust. Build trust with your audience. So when I show up consistently in a similar look, people are trusting me more. I use my stack, which Dylan Lex took my stack and is getting it replated. It will be back with the lion,
and the safety pen.
And the safety pen.
Yes, so I know the stack.
She's getting repaired right now, or metal update, and she'll be back. But until then, I'm wearing, similar pieces. But I wear the same necklace every day. I do it intentionally. I am showing other women that this is what's true for me. I love this piece, and it's building trust. They're like, Chellie is consistent. People want to work with people who are consistent. And then ultimately you save money by wearing the same pieces, buy fewer pieces, but buy better. And ultimately, you're saving time. You create outfit formulas and you can mix and match those pieces. I recently went to New York before here. I wore the same outfit literally 4 days in a row in New York City. And there's a reason why. Well, I had to come here. So I had a luggage issue.
Okay.
I had a whole capsule wardrobe and, a rolling rack of clothes for this. But I love this jean so much. I wear it to the airport every time I travel. It's so comfortable. I get complimented at least 5 to 6 times every time I go to the airport. I wear my comfiest cowboy boots. And then I wear my little crop top. That was $20. And then I put this blazer over it. And then I had my fur on top of that. 4 days in a row, I put that outfit on because it felt like me. And it literally is, it magnetizes for me. Walking down the street, people literally stop me and ask me about my outfit. And it's my energy. So it doesn't matter. You don't need to go out and buy a new outfit. Of course, friends, in my industry and with the business I have right now, I could buy a new outfit every day.
Mm-hmm.
In New York City, I could walk into any store and buy anything I want. But I don't feel that need to do so. I feel so happy and safe. And this is my wish for every woman, because we're being brainwashed every day from media, from society, from the matrix of you are not good enough unless you wear something new every day or a certain label or a certain brand.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm here to tell you that's all a lie. And I'm embodying that.
Mm-hmm.
I live that every day. I find things I love and I don't care what anyone else thinks. And that's when I become magnetic. When I go places, I don't get dressed for other people. I get dressed for me. And when I walk in that room, people sense that. They sense the energy of, wow, she got dressed today for her. She's embodying her power, right? And I don't look like everyone else. And that's my wish for all of us as women, because we all tend to want to be safe. Mm-hmm. You won't be judged. You won't stand out. But the magic is in standing out authentically. And now moving into 2026 with AI and all those standards that are coming out with the way we should look, I just encourage every woman to wear what's authentic to them and watch how it changes your life.
I love that, because you are so confident. I can see it and feel it. You are so confident in who you are, and you're so authentic. You're wearing tiger print pants right now. Is it tiger, right?
Yes,
it's
tiger.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you can't really see on the bottom half, but I'm sure. And you said last night when you went to dinner here, you're in a different part of the country, and people were like pulling you aside, asking you about what you're wearing. And so I can imagine that feels really good. And I want to talk about your personal transformation and how you got to this place of being this uber confident, authentic woman who's in her mid-40s wearing a crop top. And I can imagine a lot of your clients are like, oh no, I cannot do that. Right? I cannot do that.
I can't show my legs. I can't show my arms, Chellie. And I will never show any skin in that area. And I could, of course, dress for the woman that I'm trying to serve. But at this point, I am so magnetic dressing for myself. I am attracting the most incredible women. And I'm giving them permission to wear whatever the F lights them up. And I definitely didn't always look this way or feel this way. I've never felt better in my body. I'm 46. And I feel age is a number. Mm-hmm. I don't even ask my clients how old they are. I don't care.
You don't. You
it's
have
their energy.
Never ask.
I don't care. It doesn't matter. What matters is once I get to know them, their soul and their vitality and their lifestyle. I'm dressing them for who they're becoming. And you can wear whatever you want at any age. We need this. This could be a whole nother podcast around that. But my transformation, I can go back to that.
Yeah.
I, for 20 years, worked for a lingerie brand, and I was making retail hourly salary.
I worked in retail as well.
So you can relate. Okay. I was in intimate apparel, and the beauty of connecting the dots backwards was every day I met women who would walk in the fitting room with me, and they did not feel good in their bodies. They felt so much shame around their breasts. They didn't like this about their body. They didn't like that. They had large breasts. They wanted them smaller. Had smaller breasts. They wanted them larger. And so I would meet women struggling. Every woman was unhappy with their body. And when they would meet me, they instantly felt safe. And I would put them in the perfect fitting bra. They would stand up straight. They looked 10 years younger, 10 pounds slimmer, and they would hug me and say, Chellie, what you just did for my bras, I need you to do for my whole wardrobe. That's when it clicked. And I always knew I would be a founder. I knew I'd have my own brand. It was a matter of when. And I know there's so many women out here listening, and I hope my story inspires you, because I founded my company after playing so small for so many years. And connecting the dots back, that's exactly what I needed during that time. My mindset was a full scarcity. I lived in a mold apartment for 17 years. That's the level of scarcity I had. And
you're up, and you actually showed this on Instagram where you went back to this apartment.
Yes.
And you showed it and you were like, I lived here and it was
4 years ago, Kimberly.
Mold.
I lived in a black mold filled apartment. I was basically poisoning myself every day. But I'm here. My purpose is to help transform women. And my job has been transforming myself and healing myself and doing all that deep work back to 2020. I found it in 2020 with $0 at the age of 40. No family money, no husband, no boyfriend, all on my own. And the universe, basically said, we're shutting down the world. And then I was on unemployment for about a year and a half. I call my rock bottom. And that whole time I just poured into myself. And I hired my first coach to the tune of $3,000.
That you didn't have.
I didn't have $3,000. It was the only $3,000 I had. And it took me months for me to get up the confidence to invest that $3,000 because I knew I needed help, but I didn't know who. And I was so lucky to choose her. I followed my gut and intuition. She helped me create my signature service that I still use to this day. She looked at me and said, no more hourly. You can't survive that way. I had been charging hourly closet edits, shopping, styling, which most stylists do at this point. She helped me create this package and said, you are going to go out and sell this for $2,500. I looked at her like she had two heads. I was like, you're insane. There's no way someone's going to pay $2,500 for this. She was right. Right after COVID, everybody needed, you've been locked up for a year and a half wearing sweats. Everybody was ready for this transformation. A lot of women had done that inner work and their wardrobe did not align with who they were becoming. So my business took off. I hired my first team in 2021. 2021 was when I was able to afford to move out of the mold apartment.
So you're still living in it. You know that there's mold?
Oh, I knew there was mold the whole time.
You did.
But I didn't know how it was deeply affecting me.
Well, probably at that time, maybe people weren't talking about mold.
No one was talking about mold. And I woke up in 2020, I could barely form a sentence. I was very unwell. And I was constantly sick, constantly low energy, very, very, very sick. And I upgraded to a gorgeous dream. So I'd seen that. I manifested this. My friend, actually, her condo, she shared it on Instagram a year or two before. She built out one of her bedrooms into a dream closet and perfect location in River North. I said, I want that. And literally a year and a half later, she posted on Instagram, I'm renting out this condo. I'm moving in with my partner. I literally texted her because I was friends with her and I said, it's mine. I'm moving in. So I literally manifested that condo. I got out of the mold and I started my detox journey. And now 4 years later, I'm still deep in it. But that move, I really invested in. This was a huge up level. It was 4 times the rent that I was currently paying. And then I always had the dream of moving out west. So I could never afford to. And I knew I just kept being drawn out there. And then finally, when I was able to, my business was taking off in 2022, I said 2023, when my lease is up, I'm moving to California. Wow. And I did just that. I moved to California knowing 2 women, I had 2 friends. I packed up. Oh, I also bought my dream car. I manifested my dream car.
Wow.
It was the only one. It was a custom order, but a woman backed out on it and it came on the market and I was like, done, I'll take that. It was more than my rent from the mold apartment every month, the payment on that. So I upgraded to that. I was like, that's in alignment with me, done. So I packed up that car, hauled it to Los Angeles. I moved into a home. I rented a house in West Hollywood, hired my first executive operations assistant. And then she onboarded an intern who then took over her position. And now Katie's been with me for almost 3 years. She's my dream Virgo, my partner, and head stylist.
I love that.
So I built my dream team, but back to investing in myself. My next investment was $20,000 in 2022. I joined a mastermind of 9 women. And that investment, I had the option of making payments. I invested full up front. That was all the cash I had at that time. That year in 2021, I 10x'd that. And due to joining that mastermind,
You attribute it
to making that investment, to being around women, because I was solo. And I know so many of you ladies out there are building your dream businesses. You don't have, you're not around other women that are doing bigger things, or you're not in environments or locations where you can have community with women that are doing bigger things than you. So I paid $20,000 to be around women who were also building big businesses.
Wow.
And I did that mastermind for 2 years.
How did you know that was the right
fit
for you? Because I think now there are a lot of coaches and masterminds and things like that out there. So how did you kind of suss out maybe the ones that
it was all my gut intuition. A friend of mine, Amy from Chicago, shared that she had joined this mastermind. And I looked at, Amy's page, and then I went to this coach's page, and I instantly had this feeling like she is for me.
Interesting.
And it's gut.
I do believe in that, because that's happened to me at different moments of my life, being like, yeah, something about this person over here that I'm gonna
lean into it.
Yeah, I'm gonna lean into it.
There's so many, and I wouldn't say lucky. Of course, it isn't luck. It was all with intention. It was all perfect timing. And these women were also the ones who encouraged me to create my membership. So we had 2 in-person masterminds, and I left one with the feedback of, Chellie, we love your one-on-one service, but we can't afford it right now. You need a membership. And 4 years later, my membership is thriving, and I wouldn't have it if it weren't for them. And not only, and I want to share this also, they said, Chellie, create a membership. I could have spent a year or 2 perfecting it, perfecting the messaging, perfecting the copy. No, I went back to my team. Within 2 weeks, we launched that membership. So ladies, you cannot, the longer you put that off, the less likely you are to do it, and the less likely it will be successful. So when you get that urge to create something, go for it. They say usually the shorter that window, like 24 hours, if you think of something, take action, and that's going to move you forward. So that changed the game for me. So now I have this incredible, thriving membership that was launched because of them.
The membership is amazing. I've been a member for a couple years now.
Yes.
And it's so, I don't make the calls. I need to make the calls.
The calls are the best.
I know. I watch them back.
Yes.
But the whole thing is that Chellie puts out these amazing boards, like style boards. It could be winter themed or spring soiree,
whatever season.
Yeah, whatever season. Or it's like how to pack this many items, a capsule wardrobe in a carry-on, right?
Exactly.
Which I found was like really, really helpful, because you travel all over the country all the time.
In a carry-on, typically, yes.
In a carry-on. So I'm like, okay, like this is a formula to follow. And so you can take that as a member, you can take that and apply that to your own closet.
Absolutely.
I'll buy a piece here or there. And, some months, maybe it's more than others.
Yeah.
And then, other times I'm like, okay, this is the piece that's like lacking in my closet. And so I'll just add it in, and try and cultivate this style.
And you can recreate it.
Yeah.
And so it's I feel for women, it's giving them a new lens to look at what they already own. So many women think shopping is going to solve their style problem. Ladies, it's not. You right now probably have more clothes than you need. And you just need this new perspective, and also the education. I'm pouring the codes and information I give to my one-on-one clients. I'm pouring these into the boards month after month after month. January, how to edit and clean out your closet. I'm giving you these codes. How to wear, how to balance your body. There's so much education, and I want you to not feel like you need to go shop more. It's about wearing what you own in different ways and outfit repeating. And so it's literally $55 a month. And you get the Zoom masterclass. You can come ask me any questions. Some calls go for 2 hours. And we have women. I have a woman that jumps on from Dublin. She wakes up at 1 a.m.
Oh my gosh.
to get on this Zoom call. And
that's amazing.
Honor her. And these women, it's a sisterhood. So they've been on each other's podcasts. They're connecting, and it's like-minded women, and there's nothing like it out there. And, style is a muscle. It's not going to fall from the sky, ladies, and we aren't born with it. Every new client discovery call I get on, women all say the same thing. Chellie, why can't I get dressed? There's deep shame around being a female and not being able to feel stylish.
Interesting. Yeah.
Every woman says, why can't, and it's not your zone of genius. I'm working with women who are running huge businesses. They can't get dressed. I mean, that's like me with personal trainer. Like, I can't work out without him telling me what to do and doing it the right way. I pay for him. I don't cut my own hair or color my own hair. And feeling shame around your style, like, it's something that you can work on and build. And it takes time. So the Style Society is a month-by-month journey, and I'm there to guide you into evolving your style. And you can start at any point. You could be, you could have a closet full of clothes or none. And I'm going to coach you on how to create the wardrobe of your dreams.
I love it. I think it's been so beneficial for me. Style has always been very important to me, and it's something that I have put time and energy and intention into. Yes. And I've always loved clothes and color and jewelry. I love jewelry. That's like my favorite thing. Love the jewelry. But yeah, I don't know. And and sometimes I overthink it, because you saw me yesterday. I was asking about the belt and the shoes and like
so many
the colors. Does it all have to match?
Back to those limiting beliefs. And then it's like we're trying, and you're putting time and energy, but then it's not giving you the results. You're putting a lot. It's not equating.
And I was over shopping. Yes. I was like, again, brainwashed, like, I need this.
More.
And I think we talked about it on the last podcast, like stripes were big. So I'm like, I've got to wear stripes. And you say no horizontal stripes, which now I know is totally not for me. I'm not a stripe girl. Makes me look so much whiter than I am. So like, no stripes for me. But just thinking like, I need to constantly be buying to achieve the wardrobe that I want, the dream wardrobe. Right. And I've cut that out. I'm actually shopping so much less than I used to, but I'm more intentional. I guess more focused, having like your guidance.
And so many women, we are inundated with influencers and social media. You need to buy this, or you see someone wearing this and you're like, I want to look like her. I'm going to buy that. And then you buy it. It doesn't fit you. It doesn't match or coordinate with anything in your closet. So then you get frustrated, and then the shame spiral starts. I mean, I've worked with some women that shopped before hiring me daily, to the tune of hundreds of thousands of dollars. Just every day they felt like they needed to fill, it's sort of, an addiction of, I need to shop. I need this. I need that. Box is coming. And it's so easy to buy stuff these days. And then you try it on and you're exhausted. It doesn't fit right. And then you have to return it. This is time and energy. And ladies, the Style Society is a place where you shop less. It's like, I call it shopping Ozempic. Women in the Style Society, you're not, hearing that noise. I love sharing this. Like, I walked down, I was in Manhattan and I didn't feel the need to go and buy clothes. Like, I felt I have everything I need. I haven't shopped, Kimberly, since, I did shop in New York because I had to. But before that, I hadn't shopped since October.
Wow.
Not one purchase.
Not one item.
And it wasn't intentional. I just felt I had everything I needed for every occasion. All of my foundations, all of my travel. I went to Tulum. I didn't need to buy a single thing.
Wow.
And I want that for other women. I want every woman to feel this way where she can, like, I can walk down Rodeo Drive and I'm like, I don't care. I don't need any. I could walk in and buy anything, but I'm like, I don't care.
You're not,
I'm not
there's like no emotional
and I feel
charge to
so
it, I guess.
confident and safe in what I'm wearing just over and over again. It's all mental. And the confidence in knowing, like, I love my outfit. And when I feel really beautiful and safe in my body, every other woman is going to feel that. And we get dressed for each other, right? And I mean, obviously some women get dressed for men. I did that in my 20s. I haven't done it since. I don't.
And you're single.
And I'm single and I don't get dressed for men. And I attract a lot of men because I get dressed for myself.
I bet men go bananas over your tiger pants. I mean, I'm thinking like for sure.
And I wear a lot of leopard and I don't care when they sense my confidence and energy. That's what they're drawn to. They do not give a shit if I'm carrying a Chanel bag. I could care less.
In fact, I think men can be turned off more so about that.
The labels.
Sometimes.
And a lot of women are choosing labels as protection and these, like, the layers. So even makeup, like, we're hiding behind filters and makeup. And then we're hiding behind labels. And it's not serving us as women.
I think the label, maybe the psychology of choosing the label is that has been deemed appropriate or expensive or something. So I'm actually safe in choosing that because it is when you go kind of off label or something that's funkier or maybe it's vintage, you're kind of like, maybe you're unsure because it's a little bit more out there. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking like.
And I feel the opposite. And I want women to know that it doesn't matter what it costs. I mean, again, this is my top that I wear all the time. This one's $20 from Zara.
Yeah.
And it's more energy for me. When I find something I'm drawn to, and I want to share this with women, like, when you invest in a garment, I challenge you to invest from your higher self. Like, what would she wear? And every day when I get dressed and when I make those purchases, I think, what does she deserve? Like, what is she worthy of?
Yeah.
Right. And that's when I use my snake boot as an example. I bought these boots almost 3.5 years ago. I bought them. I didn't really, I saw them and I was like, they looked, because I go for comfort. So they're short heel, they were snake. I'm like, I love them. I bought them. Most expensive boot I have ever spent $1,800 on a boot.
Wow.
I didn't wear them for almost a year, but I started wearing them for the past 2 years. I have to resole them because I've worn them so much. And when I touch these boots, they feel like me. They represent me and they are so aligned with me. And the cost per wear has gone down to nothing because I wear them with everything. And so, ladies, I want you to find things that speak to you. And I want you to not purchase it just because it's on sale. Typically, when I find women buy things on sale, you're buying it just because it's on sale. And it's not something that you really even need. And then it'll hang in your closet with tags on it.
I'm almost like now, I think like, I'm like, oh, it's on sale. That's probably not what I want.
Yes.
Because maybe it's too trendy or something.
Yeah, there's a reason. Typically, there's a reason why it's on sale, whether it's the fit, the quality, whatever it might be. And of course, there's some circumstances that you score something. That is great. But I want women to shop intentionally and think about, how many times can I wear this? Is it a hole that needs to be filled in my closet? And am I worthy of this piece? And whether it's a shoe or a handbag or whatever it might be, like, does this represent the woman I'm becoming? You've got to invest with intention, ladies. It changes the game.
changes the game. I want to know some of your most impactful style codes that you live by.
Ooh.
You talked about some of them yesterday.
Outfit repeating is number one.
Okay.
Ladies, just find what you love. Find what people are complimenting you on. Just wear it over and over again in different ways. Whether it's a certain shoe, a piece of jewelry, whatever it is, wear it on repeat. My other codes, oh boy, there's so much confusion around how to dress my body. I work with very petite and I work with plus size women. And my petite ladies think, Chellie, I love how you wear that. I could never wear that. And I'm here to tell you, ladies, whatever I wear, you can wear. You just need to find the right size and get it tailored.
I've thought about that too because you're tall.
I'm tall, but if you do the right tailoring and you purchase the right size, and I know it is an extra investment, ladies, but you can also wear oversized blazers. And I've shown this with my clients. Midi skirts. A lot of petite women say, I can't wear a midi skirt. I'm too petite. If you get it tailored and hemmed correctly, you can wear a midi skirt. So there's these beliefs of I'm petite. I can only wear this. And literally right now in the market, I don't know of a brand that's made for petites. Unfortunately, in the past, there used to be petite departments in stores. That is no longer the case. So my petite ladies, you have to do extra work to tailor down and to get the right fit. Right? Or that's when you have to invest in hiring someone to help guide you. And then my plus size ladies, they think, oh, I can't wear that because they see a model wearing it and it's like a young, slim model. And they think I could never pull that off. And I'm here to tell you, ladies, you could wear a crop top. You could wear this exact outfit. I don't care what your size is. You could still wear anything you want and express yourself and like own your body, right? So that's that. Back to the philosophy. I love this. So I don't care if you're a apple, a pear, a stick figure, whatever your body type is, we all want one silhouette, and that's the hourglass. So ladies, the goal is to bring you in at the waist. It's the smallest part of your body. Again, if you're a size 0 or a 22, this applies to you. Bringing in at the waist draws the eye to the smallest part of your body, instantly creating balance in your body. So no matter when you're getting dressed every morning, look in the mirror. How can I draw the eye to my waist?
Is it always a belt?
No.
Not always a belt.
Not always a belt. It is high-waisted pants. So again, no matter your body type, you can wear high-waisted. It's your best friend because it's bringing you in at the smallest part of your waist. Ladies, no more mid-rise, no low. Bring it in right there. And then if you're wearing say a silk blouse, you can do a deep full tuck around and it instantly brings you in. A sweater, front tuck.
The front tuck.
The front tuck. We just don't want anything when it hits you at the hip. A lot of women in the past, before COVID, we were wearing skinny jeans, so we wore long tops. What that does is it hits you at the hip, so it draws the eye to the hip, and you instantly look stumpier, shorter. So ladies, when getting dressed, I know every piece in your closet right now, you can draw it in at the waist. White button down. Front tuck, French tuck, full tuck.
What's a French tuck?
French tuck is just the front.
Oh, okay.
Same kind of front, just the tip in the front.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes. And then bodysuits. Bodysuits are ultra flattering for all women of all sizes because it smooths you in that area and draws the eye again to the waist.
I think a lot of people think they can't wear a bodysuit, but I agree with you. When I do wear it, it's like it's slimming. There's less fabric there, I guess,
fabric.
too.
So the goal is to have less fabric in that midsection. And ladies, we could go down this rabbit hole with sizing. And for myself included, I struggled. I spent, my skinny years feeling fat. I would hide my midsection in muumuus. I have photographs. And I know I'm here to serve the woman I was. And I know so many women right now are hiding in fabric. They're hiding their midsection because as women, we have wombs. We are not meant to be flat. We are not meant to be concave. And we keep being programmed that we should look that way. So again, even if you are plus size, it's okay to have what I call our womb.
Yeah.
I have it. It's not perfect. And it took me 45 years to be able to, wear crop tops. And I know I'm not a supermodel, but I don't even care because I feel good and I feel beautiful.
And
but
you rock the crop top. You really do. Chellie, when I see the pictures of you, because you've posted them.
Before,
you look 20 years younger now than you did then. And it's such I think, a compliment to what you do and your power to transform these women, because you've done it to yourself.
I've done it to myself. And I know what it was like to hide. I wouldn't go out I didn't feel good in my body at that time. And looking back, I didn't look terrible, but I would choose sometimes to not go out at night because I didn't feel good enough. And I thought the skinnier I got, the smaller, if I dropped down to like a size 26, maybe I would attract a partner. I was single. And so many women I know are walking around thinking, if I just lose that 5 to 10 pounds, I'm going to be happier. I'm going to, attract that partner. I'm going to invest in myself when I lose that weight. And ladies, this is the biggest lie holding you back. Your body is perfect right now. It's the clothes you're choosing to put on it that are the problem. And you deserve clothes. You deserve bottoms, and we could go there. You deserve bottoms that fit your body right now, because I know every one of you listening right now have jeans, pants, skirts in that closet that are 1 to 2 sizes too small. And I know this because every client, I've traveled the world editing wardrobes. This is the most common issue, is we're buying sizes that are too small and we are stuffing ourselves into them thinking we're going to look smaller. And you don't look smaller, ladies, but you feel uncomfortable. It affects your mood energetically all day long. When I get ready in the morning, and if something feels a little tight in the stomach, if I'm going through perimenopause, I've changed sizes. I mean, right now I have some jeans that are 27s, but I mostly am feeling comfortable in 29s. And for me, even saying those numbers, I know this is uncomfortable for a lot of women because we have been conditioned to believe that smaller the number, the more value you are.
Yes.
And now I'm proud to say I'm a 29. I feel amazing. I have space. I can breathe. You should put your pants on. You should be able to comfortably get dressed and have space to eat, to breathe, to feel safe in your body. Every morning when you get dressed, you should feel that way in your jeans. And I know this is why you can't get dressed, is because your bottoms do not fit you right now. So go in the closet, and I share this on Instagram. I put the tight pants on and I say, ladies, these don't fit me anymore. And of course, I'm a little sad about it, but I get them out of the closet. I archive them if I will potentially size down one day. But normally I remove them, I sell them, get them out of the space. Because every time I go to try them on, it brings back the shame of, oh, I'm bloated today. I'm moving into menopause and I have to love this body. I mean, my work is basically self-love for women. I'm sent here to do that. And getting dressed is one of the greatest acts of self-love you can give yourself every morning. And I know so many of us struggle with that. And every morning I look at the mirror and I just say to myself, like, I am so beautiful today. I love this body. It's not perfect, but it's mine. And I want every woman to feel the same in their bodies every day when you get dressed.
Personally, I remember I had always been like a zero and extra small. And I was an NFL cheerleader. They weighed us. I mean, everything was centered around weight and what you looked like, right? And then years and years later, I have a baby, and my body was not, I really felt certain my body is never going to go back to this size 0 that I once was. My body has just changed. My hips are wider, the whole thing. And I remember holding on to those clothes for a while, thinking well, maybe I will. But really knowing in my head, no, this is not going to happen. When I finally cut the cord of this size no longer serves me and I'm going to get rid of everything. It was so liberating for me to be I'm moving into a different size, and maybe I won't be this size forever. When I was nursing my son and, I was 30 pounds heavier than I am now. I had a miscarriage and I gained a lot of weight, and my body had a tough time getting rid of it. And I just thought I wasn't totally happy being there, but I know that I'm not going to be back. I'm sure that I'll get off this weight, but I probably will never be this 0, So moving out of that, but that was such an emotional time for me. And I think now I'm celebrating my body and all that it's done. And it's a different size than it was before. But I feel like you're saying, I feel really good.
Yes, and safe, beautiful, safe.
Safe. And I am strong. I exercise. Yes. I'm good to my body. I sleep well. I meditate. I do these things, and I'm pouring the love into myself. And it's okay that I'm not a size 0. I can just move on from it. But women, we have such a hard time. Do you think men really think well, I'm not a waist size 32 anymore? No. I think they don't even care.
No, they don't even know. And I love to share that when someone shows up for their shop session in LA with me, they do not know a single size that I put them in.
I love that.
From their bras to their jeans, they have no idea. And I'm typically sizing up and tailoring down on the bottoms so that we have more. Ladies, now the style is looser. Mm-hmm. The skinny sausage look is done.
Thank God.
You do not have to suffer and stuff yourself into those. It's looser, it's wider, it's more generous. So ladies, let go of anything that's tight and sausagey and doesn't fit. It's clearing that energy to then buy 1 or 2 pairs of bottoms. Ladies, we don't need 20 pairs of jeans. You need 3 that you love and want to wear over and over again that fit you, right?
What are the 3 jean styles that you need?
I mean,
I know you talked about that, so I like that.
Yeah, I love a good barrel.
Okay, which I have on today, which is one of your suggestions.
Yes.
I have them in green and I have them in this new khaki color.
They look great on you.
Thanks.
And so many women are afraid of it. They think,
it's
too
I couldn't
trendy.
Do it.
I can't do it. Ladies, again, my petite ladies, I put them in, and my plus size, anyone can wear a barrel. So I suggest a barrel. I think it's a very flattering, unique look. Mm-hmm. Again, you don't need to buy 10. Buy 1 or 2 that you love, right? Next, straight leg. So more of a straight, clean look. And then what other jeans am I really into? And also a wide leg, wide leg, straight, and a barrel. That's all you need.
Okay. And the barrel, so mine I feel is more of a baby barrel. I've seen some that are
Big
very
barrel, yes.
And I'm that's too barrel for my life.
And that's okay. And women are still obsessed with skinny. I meet women who are all I want is skinny jeans. Okay.
Interesting.
Ladies, you've got to let go of the skinny. You could move into a straight leg. That's your next step, okay? It's going to be similar to the skinny, but it's going to be more generous and more giving, and they're really flattering. So let the skinny go. If they do come back, and a lot of women, in the closet say, Chellie, what if this comes back in style? I want to hold on to it. Ladies, I'm here to tell you, when it comes back, the designer will do it better quality fabric design, and you can afford to buy a new one. So let it go. It's done for right now.
Yeah, then don't hold on to something for the what if I wear
what
it.
What if I wear this or what? Yes. Just let it go. In my 6 years of editing, I haven't had one client come to me and say, Chellie, remember that one item that you asked me to get rid of? I regret it. Not one client has regret it. And we're talking hundreds and hundreds of bags of clothes that have gone because they let go of the past versions of themselves and they stepped into what's true for them. And they're investing in pieces that they're now really feeling aligned with.
I think because of my feng shui background, I do edit a lot, like in my home, in my closet, like I'm always editing. And it's so funny. I don't even remember the items I had. Maybe one sticks out in my brain, but I'm like, what did I just get rid of? I take to consignment a lot. I sell on the Real. I'm always doing that. And I'm like, I don't even remember what I sent out.
You don't.
Which is wild because you spend a lot of time picking it out.
And then
like
never wearing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ladies, let it go.
Yeah. Let it go.
Let it go. Half of your closet should be gone.
I want to circle back on the mold because that is something that many of my listeners, I would say maybe that's one of the most commented on things is mold and mold illness because a lot of people are dealing with it.
Yep.
So I'd like to know anything you would like to share as, that you did in your journey because you were living in it for a long time. Rituals, any kind of medical things that you did, if there's anything you're willing to share on that to give someone hope, to give them ideas of maybe how to, tackle that in their own life.
Yeah, I like to share my case is very extreme. 17 years is probably longer than most people have been dealing with it. And it was literally coming out of the walls of my bedroom. So I was sleeping in it essentially and poisoning myself. So my case is unique, but in general, on this journey, if I could share any advice, I'm still really in it. Maybe in hopefully a year or two when we round back and do another episode. So I immediately started with a functional doctor that focused on mold and started detoxing. And in any way that I can remove toxic burdens, clean everything. I drink alive water. I have a sauna, do infrared, red light, but it's very hard to even explain the amount of doctors. I've worked with 5. I'm on my 5th functional.
Wow.
And I have been lucky enough to be able to afford concierge to the tune of, tens and tens of thousands in supplements and testing and everything. And I'm telling my body every day I'm healthier and healing, but I'm not, my test results are still coming back. My last test result, the black mold was off the chart still.
So that's the tricky thing about mold because it sticks around and you don't know if it's old mold or new mold. Yes.
And so I know it's not new mold, but I know after 17 years, I've been told it could take me many, many years of, I do want to share the parasite cleansing. The parasites feed off mold. So I suggest everyone follow my friend Christy Nault. She is a quantum healer. I had the opportunity to work one-on-one with her for 6 months. She helped prepare my body for parasite cleansing, and I purged thousands and thousands of parasites.
Wow.
And I know I still have a long way to go with those parasites. So, but I feel Christy's work is, I'd say she's my number one recommendation to follow her. Nervous system regulation. I do breath work. I do all of the things because the mold is just, wreaking havoc on my nervous system. It's in constant fight or flight.
It makes you anxious.
It makes me a constant, yes. So I struggle with that. And the brain fog. 2 years ago, I couldn't even get on camera. I couldn't have been sitting here doing a podcast with you because I couldn't form sentences and my neurons, my vision. I have double vision. I have to wear prisms because of the mold. But every day I just wake up knowing I'm healing my body and I'm transforming. And you probably won't recognize me in another year because I'm doing it and I'm seeking out. There wasn't one doctor that has given me the answers, but the work is, I take 6 times a day, I take groups of supplements and I do all that to support my mitochondria, to support my brain function. I have hundreds of supplements I'm basically taking at one time.
Wow.
And I have support. So I have someone via text that supports me, but it's still a daily, I go to bed around 8 p.m. every night. And on Instagram, I look like I'm thriving, but in real life, every day is a challenge for me. And
I thank you for sharing that because you are vibrant and beautiful and healthy but I can imagine what a load that is mentally to every day be tackling that. Because I've kind of been in the same, not to your extent, but in the same kind of situation before. And it's every day you have to choose to do all of these things.
And choose, and then onboarding with a new doctor is a whole nother experience. And I'm trying, I'm literally like, I found those coaches to invest in. I'm literally seeking out, I looked into inpatient. It's that bad.
Wow. Yeah. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. And so for anyone out there, I know one day I'll be able to share what really worked but I think for me, it's just I have a long way to go.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't, most people have no idea of because it's and I know I have SIRS as well.
Oh, what's that?
Chronic inflammation.
Oh, okay.
So I have that in addition to the mold. It's intense too. So I have a lot that I'm working with. But my work, I pour everything into my work. And
that's probably helped you so much, giving you such purpose.
It gives me purpose. I know I have to show up for serving women, and it gives me life. And then in the, when I'm not traveling, I'm literally in bed by 8 p.m.
Wow.
Every night.
And I see you out there crushing it. So I think you need to give yourself credit. And you said you've been on 12 podcasts since January.
January. Yes.
So I am proud of you for that because that's not easy. That's a lot of energy in telling your story.
Yes.
And so you're doing amazing.
Thank you.
But I can only imagine what that is like going through that. Because I've been there on maybe a smaller scale. But the mold is
And I'm also
joke.
I use Western so I use Western meds in addition. So we're hitting it as hard as we can, and I haven't seen any change yet, but I'm hoping it's coming.
Like antifungal type,
cholestyramine.
Okay, and itraconazole. Have you done that?
No.
Okay, I've done that.
Spornax, a few other meds, but and again, I have to just day by day.
Yeah, it's amazing that you can take yourself out of that environment and still suffer so much. And I actually have had, when I've traveled and been in different mold, I can go in a place and be like, there's mold in here, and I know it.
Yes.
And sometimes you have no other choice but to stay there.
But
like, how do you approach those scenarios?
I try and when I'm traveling, like I try and look at the reviews, and I try, like I'm at a hotel that's newer. It's like a high level. I know, like I feel that good energy in it.
Yeah.
Right. I can't be in, something that isn't like old or could potentially have mold. But I mean, even in just smells, perfumes, things, like I instantly start, and I have the sinus issues because I have so much mold in my sinuses and all of that. So I'm just so sensitive to the light, the smells, everything.
I'm very chemically sensitive as well. In fact, someone the other day washed their hands in a bathroom and came out, and I could smell the
toxins.
Scented hand wash that they've washed off their hands, and I could still smell it. And it was like, and then I was in a car with them, and I was like, oh my God, like I can't, I got brain fog from it.
Yes,
that's intense.
I feel you.
Do not wash your hands.
I do not. Yeah, it's not easy. It's a lot.
Oh my God, it's a lot.
But we're living, we're doing it.
Yes, we are doing it. We are doing it. I want to end with, what is something that you do that makes you feel your most confident?
Ooh. I like to share that for me to be 46 and to feel this good in my body, what has changed the game for me is my workouts. The movement is my medicine. So hiring a trainer has changed my body. It's changed the way my clothes fit. So ladies, if I know so many women are also, investing in trainers and working out really hard. And then they're choosing clothes that just hide all that work they've done. Right. So,
Yeah.
but I feel that I invest so much in my body and then my food. I am now so careful about anything that goes in my body because I have to, because of the toxins, and it has to be clean, organic, and I have a nutrition plan. So it's investing in, I have a nutritionist, I have a, trainer, and then the clothes are just, they feel so much better on my body. It's the full alignment that the clothes are just, the outside representation of all that work that I've done. I think the most important things are like, again, the movement every morning, the food I choose, and the clothes I choose to put on my body. That's what, those 3 habits, you start habit stacking those and it changes your life.
I've seen your workouts on Instagram with your hot little trainer. I hear his voice.
He is the best. I am so grateful for Gabe and what he's done and I also like to share that I move so much energy after those. It's a 45-minute workout. After about half of those workouts, I walk home in tears, crying with gratitude of moving energy. The work I do in healing women, it's so intense, and what I'm pouring into my work that I have got to clear energy. And this workout, by lifting heavy weights, afterwards, I just feel this. I walk outside in nature and I connect with, there's a few trees that I connect with on my walk home, and I just start getting downloads and pouring tears of just like my heart is like breaking open. And it's just, and then I get to go start my day feeling lighter, clearer. And I know so many women are holding on to so much. They're running families, they're running businesses. And I meet so many women that aren't doing that work on releasing what they're holding, the energetics that they're holding in their bodies. And I'm working on just posture, opening up my heart, but like it's that these workouts that clear my mind to then for me to receive what I need to receive that day. These are like rituals and investments that have changed the game for me. And I hope whatever that is for you ladies, you're able to have that morning ritual that, prepares you to go live your best life every day.
I love that. Chellie Carlson, you are so special. And this was just even better than I expected, seeing you and meeting you in person. And you're such a light. And I just appreciate you being here and sharing everything that you shared with us.
Steve, it's been an honor. Really, thank you.
I want you to shout yourself out where people can find you. Style Society, all the good things.
I hang out on Instagram.
Okay.
It's at Chellie Carlson. It's Chellie with a C, so it's a little funky, CHELLIE. And there's 2 ways to work with me. I do one-on-one style transformations with women all over the world. No matter where you're at, you can work with me. And no matter your age or your size, you're worthy of a transformation. And then I also have the Style Society. That's my monthly membership where I'm guiding you on a journey month by month on transforming your style. And it's only $55 a month. And join our Style Sisterhood. Let's get involved.
I love it.
Yes.
Thank you, Chellie Carlson.
Thank you, Kimberly.
Thanks for tuning into this episode of The Cinnamon Effect. If you enjoyed our time together, don't forget to hit that follow button on your podcast app and sprinkle a little love by leaving us a 5-star rating and a quick review. Your support means the world to me. For even more goodness, check out the show notes where you'll find links to some of my favorite products. And don't forget to visit thecinnamoneffect.com to connect with me directly or to grab your TCE Gratitude Journal, your next step towards a more grateful life. I can't wait to spice things up with you again next time. Stay vibrant, stay inspired, and remember to add a little cinnamon to your life every day.